Hi there, welcome to the 53rd annual Sheep Shearing Festival. I am David Blauvelt. I am the educator for the North Andover Historical Society. And here at our booth today, we are, apart from telling you all about our exciting programs coming up throughout the next few months, we are going from sheep to, well, maybe not sweater, but at least to a piece of cloth that you can make on this loom over here. There are a handful of steps that you got to do in order to get your wool off of a sheep into some thread that you can actually weave on a loom with. And here's how you do it. Is the first thing you got to do is you got to wash it. And you can wash it, obviously, in a big tub with some cold water. Today we're using Dawn soap because it gets all that nice oil, the lanolin, off of sheep's wool. But previous to industrialization, before we had Dawn soap, we were using stale urine because of its ammonia content, or we were using what would still be called soap. It would be wood ash and lime, which would be pulverized and heated seashells. That would clean our wool. We could scour it, pull it apart, pull all those knots out, and then set it up to dry. Once it's dry, then we need to comb it. We need to card it apart. And you do that with these carding paddles. Carding paddles have this curve to them and these little teeth, and you comb and pull apart until you get all the knots out. And this would really be the job for the whole family. The kids who are probably out watching the sheep in the field, they'd be carding wool. And once you get all the knots out, then you have this little trick to transfer it, where we use the teeth to pull all the fuzzies from one brush to another. And we can now take it off of our brush, and we have all this really nicely combed and directioned and soft wool, which now we can spin with. And we can spin on a drop spindle, or we can spin on this spinning wheel that we have back here. Either way, it takes a really long time to spin enough thread to actually weave with. If I was making a ship's sail and I was trying to spin enough thread for a ship's sail, I was the only one doing it, working 8 hours a day, every day. It would take me more than really 2 years to spin the amount of wool on a drop spindle that it would take to make a sail. And that's not including the weaving it would take on a loom to actually make the sail. So that's why, previous to industrialization, everybody might have 2 or 3 undershirts and 1 coat. People might have a second coat that was a dress coat for church. You might have a second pair of pants that are dress pants for a church. But really you have 2 outfits and a few undershirts. Your outer outfits, your coat, your pants are probably made out of wool. Your inner stuff is probably made out of cotton or linen.
The North Andover Improvement Society is having its 140th anniversary this year, and their goal was to preserve the physical beauty of the town. So we have taken that and run with it, and it's been a really important initiative for us and all the members of the Improvement Society over the years. We've had a little bit of a resurrection over the last few years, where we've opened our corporate umbrella, not our corporate umbrella, but rather our umbrella to some affiliates. And now we have the very well-known Friends of the North Andover Trails. We have Friends of Patriots Memorial Park. People will recognize that park from behind the library. Our newest groups, the Friends of the North Andover Common, which you will learn more about in the future as they get their feet under them. We have the North Andover Pollinators, who are promoting natural gardens and pollinators in their gardens. And potentially Watershed North Andover will be our next group. So we're really proud of all these different groups. They've really helped us to get our name out there and do some really good work.
And to be able to fund all of the activities that sustain these projects, our new fundraiser is going to be a calendar of all of the barns, 12 or 13 barns that are in North Andover. We have the most beautiful barns around, and before some of them are gone, we captured them. And so the calendar will be out starting in September, and we will be at various venues where you can purchase them there or online through the North Andover Improvement Society website.
Yes.
So we hope this is something that will interest everyone in North Andover.
We have a Make Way for Chucklings booth, which we started this movement, if you will, when my husband was diagnosed with ALS on Valentine's Day 2024. We've been living in North Andover for 6 years, and I was pregnant with our third child when we found out this news that he was diagnosed with ALS. He passed away a month ago today, but we had set up all these events for May, which is ALS Awareness Month, and we're going to continue to make way for Chucklings in his honor. And we have 3 little kids aged 5, almost 4, and almost 1 years old, and raise awareness for ALS. It was a really quick progressive illness. He went from walking to a wheelchair in 3 months and then needed full-time breathing support, and his journey ended abruptly, but it's been a whirlwind, and I want to keep remembering him and how awesome of a father he was in this movement, and help other families going through this ALS journey, especially if they have young children, to navigate through grief and loss and all the changes that goes on in a household. If people want to learn more about our story, we have an Instagram, we have a TikTok, Make Way for Chucklings, and we also have a website, makewayforchucklings.com, where people can learn more information.
We're in the North Andover Music Association. We support the music programs in the public schools, K through 12. And we know that many communities in our state are experiencing the same kind of financial cutbacks and setbacks that we are. But what makes our program really stand out is that we do support the elementary schools all the way up through the high school. We provide any kind of financial support that the elementary schools need, including pianos, which we just bought a beautiful new piano for one of the elementary school programs. We support any financial fundraising for any of the teacher support and all of the travel for our students. So our program is very unique because the surrounding towns don't really experience that through the whole town level. This year for fundraising, we'll also be doing a lot of more community engagement. So we'll be having more fundraisers that will call parents to come together so they can kind of see what we do and who we are. We're looking to do like a rock and roll bingo this year. We're looking to do a comedy show this year. We always do our dine-in fundraisers. We'll probably have about 7 or 8 of those this year as well.
Our biggest fundraiser for the Music Association is our annual marching band competition called NESBA, and that is in October. And we encourage from the elementary level parents all the way to the high school parents to sign up to volunteer at that event, because it takes many hands. We a lot of times have upwards of 18 bands that come from surrounding towns, and we really need the help with concessions and just field people, and that's our biggest fundraiser for the program. So we try to recruit as many volunteers as we can possibly get, all the way down to elementary. So the elementary students can see what the middle school students are doing, and the middle school students can see what the high school students are doing. So we really try to make it a community event.
So we are a parent-run organization as well. We solely rely on our fundraising. And I think we're going to have a great time this year. So I encourage everybody to come on down, go to our website, check us out on Facebook, check us out on Instagram. We're a good time.
Sustainability Committee, we are a group of volunteers, about 8 of us, and we put together the townwide cleanup once a year. We also like to kind of just spread information about recycling and composting at some of these events, like the sheep shearing. And we also have a program with all the schools where at lunchtime the kids are composting their scraps, food scraps. So we have that initiative too, and we're always looking for new things to do and new members to join the committee. So today we have compost that was generated from the composting that the kids are doing at the schools. So we have fresh soil, and we have some seeds, a couple flowers, a couple vegetables, and kids can come and plant their own plant to start one for the summer.
It's our second year of the Wreaths Across America. Wreaths Across America is a program where we put wreaths, veterans wreaths, on the graves of veterans in December. This year it's going to be December 13th. Last year was December 14th. It's the same day throughout the country. It started off years ago when they put wreaths at Arlington, and now it's like 4,700 communities throughout this country that do the same thing.
So in Arlington Cemetery, it's a huge operation where they put a wreath on every single gravesite because every gravesite is a veteran's gravesite. And it's just a massive operation. So to be a part of that and do it on the same day locally, it's very meaningful and has a lot of impact. It really brings everyone together for a moment to just remember the sacrifices of everyone who made the ultimate sacrifice. Another aspect that with this Wreaths Across America locally is we are able to help local veterans with some of the proceeds that we get, in North Andover specifically. So it helps give back to the community as well.
You are at Customized Lovely, and Customized Lovely is all about bookish items and beaded items. And what do? We craft beaded items. Our beaded items are all hand beaded by myself. I curate all of my beads and make sure that everything, kind of matches and coordinates. This year we premiered our captcha machine. It's our mystery machine. Basically you pay to play, but everything that's in there is on the table and it all has a value of over the amount you pay. This is our first year at Shearing. I have been a local member for the Fall Festival, constantly here, but Shearing was kind of our debut to come out and see the community and also be part of this great festival that North Andover puts on.
We're Hills Home Market. We're a home food delivery service, and the day here was wonderful. The people are just fantastic. We give away samples, steak, sirloin steak samples, so people can taste our delicious meats. Been around for 101 years now. All natural, healthy foods is what we're all about. We've only been one other time, and it was great then, it was great today.
My name is Heather McConley. I have been with Paper Pie for almost 20 years now, and I've been at Shearing for a very long time. Shearing is one of my very favorite events, and I sell children's books and Smart Lab toys. They're learning toys and tools. Come on down to Shearing, it's a lot of fun.
Hi, my name's Ashley McCarter. I own Ashley Mary Craftery, where I do epoxy resin artwork, primarily working with ocean artwork, but now also working with dry pressed flowers as well. I have not been to this particular Shearing Festival before, but I will be back again because today's been absolutely amazing.
It was a great day. I got a new spot this year. I really loved it. Really close to the band, great band, and the face painting. So we got the kids around so that they can see my children's toys. Beautiful day so far, knock on wood, no rain. A little bit windy, but I'll take it. Not too hot. I've been here at least 20 years, and every year is great.
My name is Linda Fiffy, and I am a silversmith, and I sell a lot of jewelry. And there are a lot of other items here. There's food, crafts, gifts, soap, glassware. There's so many things that you can see at this show. If you haven't been here, you must come next year.
I'm Krista from Radka's Goat Milk Soap. I actually grew up in North Andover, so I've been coming here since I was little, so it's interesting to come and have a booth here, kind of full circle moment. I started my business in about 2019 when we first got goats and had extra milk and wanted to do something with it. So we've been making soap ever since, and we come and do this every year, and we also have soap at the Village Studio near Jamie's in the town. I love seeing the sheep. That's my favorite part, I think. Traffic is really good. There's a lot of people coming and going. So yeah, we did pretty well. Had a lot of people come and stop by and smell the soaps.
My name's Brianna. I have Sustain Boutique and Chandlery in Newburyport. We have a storefront. We have in the front of the store we sell women and men's clothing and home goods products. And in the back we have our scent lounge, which we brought a small selection from our scent lounge today. Here are our perfume oils. You can mix up some oils and create your own custom scent. And then these are our candle oils where you can mix up the candles to create your own custom scent. And we have a couple little samples of the candles that are pre-made, so you can see you can add in fun little decorations into it. And that's about it. So in the back you have your own, it's a lounge area where we host events and some fun parties, and you can book it out for like a fun night out with your friends. It was fun. Yeah, it was good. We're a newer store, so I've only been open for 2 years, so it was nice to come in and kind of get our name outside of Newburyport. So we met a lot of nice people and it was a good time.
Hi everyone, my name is Elaine. I'm from Age of Grace CBD. We sell pet products for pets with anxiety and pain, and then human products for humans with anxiety and pain. I'm at the Sheep Shearing Festival today, and it's an awesome day. There's so many families out and about having a great time. Last year was raining, so you can only do so much with cold rain, but there's no rain. The weather's great. It's been a great day.
Hi, it's Timber from TLC Sports Apparel. So excited to be at the 53rd Sheep Shearing Festival. We have so many wonderful things for kids, and here is all North Andover gear, so please stop by if you have some time.
We're Savvy Frogs Crystals. It's our 3rd year here. Our main business is crystals. We also do other things, 3D prints, stuff like that. It's been really
Today's
good.
been a really good day. I think, with the weather, the sun, it's nice and warm out.
Always enjoy coming here.
Yeah, this is one of our favorite events to come to.